Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it happens to be when you're watching this. Hi, how are you? Fremont Lee here. Views and opinions expressed in this video, those of the person saying it. Fremont Lee. Hi. I do hope all is well. With you, it is 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, uh, November 15th, 2021. If your birthday was November 13th or 14th, happy belated birthday. If your birthday is today, November 13th, happy birthday. So the party. Yeah. November 13th birthdays. Tom Atkins. If you've watched Lethal Weapon, he was the one drinking the eggnog and he gets through the window and it's like he was also in the movie Night of the Creeps, 1986 or 87, I believe, where he's like, I got some good news and some bad news for you, ladies. Good news is your dates are here. What's the bad news? They're dead. Um, Joe Mantegna, not to be confused with Joe Montana. No. Joe Mantegna. Um, I want to say he was in Thinner. He was on the TV show, the TV series Numbers, I believe. Noah Hathaway. I believe he played Atreyu in The Neverending Story. John Delancey, Q, from Star Trek The Next Generation. Gerard Butler. Steve Zahn. Whoopi Goldberg. John DeSantis. Chris Noth. Tracy Scoggins. Rex Lynn. He was in some stuff and I didn't write any of it down, but I was like, I know that guy from somewhere. You know, you see actors like that or actresses, and it's like, what movie were they in? Neil Flynn, he was the janitor on Scrubs. He was also the subway cop in the movie The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford. Sarah Rose Carr, she was in Kindergarten Cop, 1990, and Beethoven, 1992. She was also in the sequel to Beethoven, but I didn't write that down. Art Malik, Steve Lemmy, one of the writers and performers of Broken Lizard, who did Super Troopers. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Hawkins, who was the Bailey child, Tommy, in the movie It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. Michael Chambers, who was in Breakin', 1984, and he was in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, 1991. This is out of the top 100 of 1,205 to the late Gary Marshall. He's I believe he was one of the creators of the television series Happy Days. He appeared in a few movies as well as an actor. So, Jack Elam, support your local sheriff, support your local gunfighter. TV series Easy Street with Lonnie Anderson. He was the doctor in the Cannonball Run. Maybe we should talk to the doctor. And he had that eye that it was from I don't know if it was a childhood accident or like he had like I don't know. I forget. I didn't read it. I've read it before, but it's like remembering everything. Richard Mulligan, who was on the TV series Empty Nest. He was in the movie Teachers, starring Judd Hirsch, Ralph Macchio, Crispin Glover, Nick Nolte. Hermione Baddeley, Baddley. She was Ellen Maid in Mary Poppins, 1964, and she was the voice of Auntie Shrew, or she was the actress in the movie. The Secret of Nim was a movie I'd seen a while back, and I don't remember it very well. That was 1982. Dak Rambo, his twin brother Dirk Rambo. I do not believe Dirk and Dak are their real names. One of them was actually named Norman, but you know, there are times people don't like the sound of their own name. I know there was someone I know that her name is Jennifer. She was like, I don't like that name, but it was like everybody was, you know, I mean, how many people do you know are named Madison now? You know, it wasn't a thing until the movie Splash, really. It was a last name, not a girl's first name. Hi, how are you? Yeah. James Troesch. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Troesh. He was an actor, he was a writer, he was a director. If you ever watched the TV series Highway to Heaven starring Michael Landon, he played the paraplegic in the wheelchair doing the thing with his chin and whatever, because he was actually mostly thing. He was in the TV movie, the Christopher Titus TV movie Special Unit in 2006. Ralph Foodie, he was the police dispatcher in the movie The Blues Brothers in 1980, and he was also in the movie Home Alone 1990. The movie called Angels with Dirty Faces. I'll give you till the count of 10. 10. Nah. Hi, how are you? Those were for the 13th. For November 14th, Wendy Carlos, born Walter Carlos, composer, musician, did music for A Clockwork Orange and Tron. Patrick Warburton, Andrew Strong from The Commitments, the 16-year-old with that voice and everything. Bill Farmer, go on, come on, Maxie, let's go. Prince Charles, Sandal Bergman, she was in She, Conan the Barbarian, stuff like that. D.B. Sweeney, he was in The Cutting Edge, the skating movie, 1992. He was on a TV series called Strange Luck, 1995 to 1996. It was actually a decent series. Brian Deaton, Stephen Bishop, he was the charming guy in National Lampoon's Animal House. Charming guy with guitar on the stairs. I gave my love a cherry. John Belushi's coming downstairs, stops when he's here, hears music, grab the guitar, whoosh, 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 against the wall and everything. Sorry. But he was the one that, he was also a charming cop in The Blues Brothers. When the car flips over, it broke my watch. I don't know if that was him or if he was one of the other two, but something. Gary Grubbs, who was Dr. Elmo Polk on NCIS episode Yankee White, 2003. He's done other things. That's just, it was like, I don't recognize a lot of these. Hey, I remember that. Dana Snyder, Harland Williams, Laura San Giacomo. Can't believe I skipped all the way down and had to work my way back up. Olga Kurilenko, Josh Duhamel. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. David Moscow, who was Josh, the young Josh in Big, 1988. I said Harlan Williams. Travis Barker, Brock Pierce, who was in First Kid, 1996, and the D2 Mighty Ducks, 1994. Ivian Schwan, I think she was in Problem Child too. I think that was her. Writer Chris Noonan, Sasheen Littlefeather. This is out of the top 100 of 1,272. To the Late, Veronica Lake. She's the one with the hair over the one eye, and it's like, ooh, from like the 40s, 50s, something like that. Brian Keith, who was Judge Hardcastle on Hardcastle and McCormick TV series. He was also on a TV series. Oh, not Make Room for Daddy. Curmudgeon. Something. Anyway, he was also in the Stuntman movie with Burt Reynolds and Sally Field, Hooper. McLean Stevenson, who was Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake on the TV series Mad. Ray Sharkey. Eugene Graytack, who was mostly credited as Gene Graytack He portrayed Pope John Paul II in Huts, 1991. He was the Pope in Sister Act 2, 1992. He was sort of typecast as the Pope, but that's what he did. That's, it's like um, Robert Saatchi, who is usually hired to portray Humphrey Bogart in something. That's, you get typecast as something sometimes. And to the late Sherwood Schwartz. If the name sounds familiar, The Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island. That's what he's done a lot of TV things. I did say that was the top 100, 1,272. Okay. I hope you're getting enough to eat. I hope you're staying hydrated. At the time here in Michigan, it is winter, being November. I don't know if it's warm where you are. Stay warm, stay cool, stay hydrated. If you're cold, stay warm, stay hydrated, stay cool. Birthdays for November 15th. Happy birthday. Whatever word stuff sings. Beverly D'Angelo. National Lampoon's Vacation. She's a singer. She does a lot of other stuff. Petula Clark. Ennifred Lingstad. She goes by Frida, I believe. She's one of the ladies in ABBA. Sam Waterston, James Widows. He's a director on TV series, television shows. He was Robert Hoover in National Lampoon's Animal House, 1978. And when he put it to TV in either 1979, 1981, something like that, he reprised the role of Robert Hoover. They called the television show Delta House. It did not last. It is hard to take a rated R movie comedy and put it to a half-hour sitcom. MASH is different in the sense that it was a war movie and you had a bunch of stories that you could tell, which they did on the show, but in the movie, you just can't. Writer John Hurwitz, Cobra Kai, 2018 to 2021. Oh, fuck, I skipped a whole bunch. Sean Murray, NCIS. I can't remember his writer's name. Tom M. Jim City or something like that. It's like, yeah. Johnny Lee Miller, who was in the movie Hackers, I believe. Excuse me, with Angelina Jolie and Matthew Lillard. He's also Sherlock on one of the Incarnation television shows about Sherlock Holmes. Sydney Talmia Poitier. I'm not sure if I pronounced her middle name correctly, but I apologize if I didn't. Ron Thomas, who was Bobby in The Karate Kid, 1984, and he reprised the character in Cobra Kai, 2019 to 2021. Lily Aldridge, Kevin Eubanks, Jay Leno's band leader on The Tonight Show. Richard Narita, who was in the movie Murder by Death, 1976. He's done other things as well, but that one I remember him from because he was like, number one son, and he was the son to not Jackie Chan, Charlie Chan, the detective. Chad Kroeger or Scary Jesus on TV from Nickelback. You see him, he's got the thing and he's got the long hair, and it's like, this is out of the top 100 of 1,326. To the late Ed Asner. Most kids know him from the movie Up as the voice of the old guy. Older people know him from a lot of other things. Lou Grant, Mary Tyler Moore Show. Studio 60 on Sunset Strip. But yeah, he's done a lot of things, or did a lot of things. Yaphet Kotto, He was in Alien, 1979. Live and Let Die, 1973. He was in the movie Midnight Run, 1988. That was the one with Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin. Gloria Foster, mostly known as the Oracle in The Matrix, 1999, and Matrix Reloaded, 2003. Carol Bruce, who was credited as Lillian Carlson, if I can get it out, for the TV that was her character name on the WKRP in Cincinnati TV series, 1979 to 1982. She was also Joy in the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 1987. Danny Kamikona, The Karate Kid Part 2, 1986. He was also in the movie Problem Child, 1990. Whitman Mayo, who was known as who played Grady on the Sanford and Son television series. He was 40 years old playing a 70-year-old. Then when he was 70, it's like John Orchard. He was Ugly John on the television series MASH, like the first season. I may mispronounce his name, and I apologize. Thalmus Rasulala. He was on a Star Trek something. He had the uniform. He looked like so. Actor, writer Jack Burns. Old Dirty Bastard, ODB, the late ODB. And to the late Macho Man Randy Savage. That was a terrible John Wayne. I apologize. That was out of the top 100, 1,326. I believe that was everybody. Everybody I recognized. There were probably people out of the top 100 you'd recognize. Like, how do you not know whoever she is? I don't. I stopped watching TV in 2012. I am approaching 18 minutes in this video. I try to keep them down to 5-6 minutes with just the day, but I had 3 days to cover, so I apologize for that. Everyone needs a weekend, a couple days to yourself, maybe to do other things, whatever. I do thank you for watching. I hope all is well with you. As always, stay hydrated, and thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.